There you are. Good morning. I am Tessa-Marie and welcome to the Morning Blessings. How are you feeling today? It is a wet, stormy, rainy morning for us too. All over it is wet and rainy and stormy. Good morning, Stacy. How are you feeling today? It is a beautiful, beautiful morning, Stacy. I am going to have a workshop, a free workshop. And I need you to make the announcement for me so I can post it. The workshop is how to connect with your angels. And it's free, 90 minutes. And I'm thinking, wow, Stacy can help with that. So here you are. It is so beautiful. And today, I am going to have another live later today. And that live is about what we hear on the news and how we are letting it affect us and our thinking. So, why did it come out like this? I have no idea. So, it's 8 o'clock. Ceci, you are here and you're here and I am here. Morning, Nancy. How are you guys feeling this morning? I have a brooch because a little bit of liquid makeup made a little dot right there. So I put a brooch on. I will have to hand wash this dress specifically in that area. So how are you guys feeling today? It is that beautiful and amazing day. It's you and I'm feeling amazing. Thank you, wonderful people. Look guys. Today I am going to I'll say this again and again and again throughout, and if I don't, remind me, one of you ladies, because you're here hearing it now. Today, I'm going to do a live later today about what we're hearing on the news and the steps we can take as individuals to manage ourselves. And it's financial tips, it's grocery shopping tips, it's using what you've got tips. I've done that before. I've done those type of lives before. Good morning, Marina. I need you to join me today when I do the other live on what is going on in the world. Not going to be political, but what we need to do instead of listening all the time and realizing doom and gloom goes further than joy and prosperity and pushing through. So I'm going to do another live on this. And this month is going to be busy because I'm going to do a live later on. I don't know if it's a week, a 90 minutes free seminar during the day or whatever. Let's see how many people join or want to join on how to connect and how to talk to your angel and ask for help. It is something that a lot of people will need right now. We need it in those turbulent times. So again, I will say this later on. So bear with me, ladies. And when I do this live today, if you have a tip or you have something that you can say, hi Betty, good morning, how are you feeling today? Jump on the live, and I will let you talk about it. The thing is, I will not allow somebody that we do not know to come to the live and start talking, because sometimes they come and they expose themselves. That has never happened to me, but both Tracy and Stacy and I saw it happen to Angela. So the thing about it is that we have to take our own actions. We cannot depend on the news media to just feed us all that doom and gloom and that and this. And because my friend called and she was concerned about the price of orange juice, and I said, how much orange juice do you buy anyway? Think about it. Do you buy orange juice consistently? So this is what it's going to be for us today. We are talking about the 5 pillars, but I wanted to let you guys know I have 2 seminars coming up. One in the middle of the day for free is one seminar. How to connect with your angels, how to talk to them, how to understand them, how to see how they act in your life, whatever. The other one is about the doom and gloom on the news and how it is affecting you by making you feel like my friend who doesn't buy orange juice anyway. And she's really upset about the price of orange juice going up. And there are other juices that have vitamin C, if that's what you're looking for. There are other juices you can drink. There are other things you can do. So that's the 2 things. So my month of March is going to be busy, but it is to make sure that we all understand that the news media makes more money when the news is bad. I'll help you with it. Thank you, Steve. So, and those of you who have something to share or you want to say how you got over it or how you're managing it, you are are free to join us. Good morning, Loretta. How are you feeling today? So let's start this. We're 4 minutes into the morning blessings, and I wanted to bring us out to you. Now, those two things, the free seminar has been on my mind or came to an inspiration a few weeks ago. I put it on writing and I left it there. This morning, I'm passing by the TV on the way to the shower because I wanted to see what the weather would be like. And there it was. Hi, Yuko. Good morning. And there it was. How are you guys feeling this morning? The people are talking about the doom and the gloom. And I have done so many seminars on what to do, especially grocery shopping. So I really would love you guys, if you have a special time. So difficult to make out what's true and is proper. You have to go to so many sources to get to form some form of the truth, which is true. But I am going to concentrate on what you can do as an individual. As I said, because the price of orange juice is going to go up, ask yourself that question. How many times a week do you drink it, and how many times do you buy it? So why are you agitated about it? And I have other tips. I have things I taught people who said they had no money and how to push you. So I'm going to do that seminar today. And if you have a tip, join me. And if you want to attend, send it to your friends. There's so many people out there. So anyway, let's get our show on the road. The morning blessings today it came on the 20th of February. Whether we acknowledge them or not, the 5 pillars of prosperity plays a major role in our lives. So, I need to get my book. Yuko would spank me for not having it with me, but I'll get it. It's just over there. Yes. So remember, the 5 pillars of prosperity, whether you acknowledge them or not, they play a major part in your life. It's right there. Right, is the one here. And there is another note to put in my plans. And this is it. So this is the 5 pillars of prosperity. We know them. We've seen them. We have been there with them. And the thing is, whether we acknowledge their existence or not, when you want to think about it, think about it. I always talk about my dentist because, in Canada, we go every 3 months or 4 months when you're a senior to get your teeth clean. So anyway, he always asks, what are you up to? He talks to me with his hands in my mouth and he gives me a pad to respond. So I gave him a copy of this book. He read it. And he was the person, when he was talking to me about finance, I said to him, you know what, Dr. Zodi? Money has to be harnessed. Otherwise, it is going to just go. And I'm seeing him walking away saying, money has to be harnessed. It's like he's ponging it in his head. He's much younger than me. So he read the book and he said to me, wow. He said, it is so simple and so true. It is so simple and so close. And he said, I never thought of life like that. I never thought that these things need to all come together and become you. And if they're all functioning okay, then you're okay. And you guys know the story that I had about the man that sent his kid to put the will together because he was disturbing him from the newspaper. And the son came back lickety-split. And he said, I'm done, Dad. You're done? Because he had tore the wool up in small pieces and give it to him to put the globe back together. Good morning, nephew. How are you feeling this morning? But hi, sister. Good morning. Are you guys taking turns to come on? Shillingfords. And he said that as soon as I put on the other side of the world, there was a man. And as soon as I put the man together, the world is okay. The world was okay. I put the man together and the world became okay. Once we have put ourselves together, it's like we have an insurance policy that puts us together and the world is okay. And that is what we must remember. Rooster, thank you for joining. This is the Morning Blessings, and we are talking about the 5 pillars of prosperity. So those 5 pillars, whether we acknowledge them, we like them, or anything else, they are part of our life. We cannot not have them because they're there. And I will recite them again and tell you a little bit about them. For those of you who know about them but haven't seen the alignment to them in your life. So whether you acknowledge them or you're aware of them, they exist in your life. They are there. The first one is not a first one. The last one is not the last one. They're all the same. They are like the fingers of your hand. 5 of them, they're 5 different sizes, but you need them together for a simple task. Look at me holding this book. Look at me opening this book. Let's say I got rid of the index finger and it's down here and I'm trying, look at the mess I'm doing. Am I getting, you see what I mean? So we have 5 toes too. We miss one and we walk like we have no feet. But let us look at this one thing. There is something that decides very much how our emotion goes every day. And that one thing or one set of things have 5 of them also. I wonder why we have 5 fingers, 5 toes, 5 pillars of prosperity, and 5, get ready, 5 senses. Think about it. We react emotionally, which is one of the 5 pillars of prosperity, according to how our 5 senses reacts. It affects our emotional prosperity, you know that. You see something and you react. You hear something, you react. You smell something, you react. You taste something, you react. You touch something, you react. Why? And emotional prosperity is not number 1. It's just one of them. But that one gets a reaction from how we perceive smelling, tasting, touching, seeing, and hearing. Right? And then we go from there. We all know of the man that chases. I told you this story. It's a real story too. My son told me it was on the news in America somewhere. A man left his car running just in front of the money machine. He turned his back. He was in the machine. His guy's over there running with the keys in there. Another person saw that. He was not looking. Emotion prosperity is in play. That person stole the car. He saw it, so the man turned, grabbed the gun he had, and shot through the back screen of the car, the windscreen, the back wall, I don't know, and hit the one in the head, and he killed him. He was arrested. Emotional took over the moment he heard his car and he saw somebody. Look at that. 2 emotions are playing. 2 senses are doing their thing. He heard, he saw, and he reacted. He was arrested. Was he right or was he wrong? Or could he have just stood there? Could he? That tells me the pillar of emotional prosperity was already just not functioning. I cannot judge him. I can only tell you his reaction. And that is how the pillar of prosperity is affected, especially emotional. That one, we can give you several examples. We don't have time for them all today. But that's a big one. Then we have mental prosperity. Mental prosperity is the ability to recollect what we know, have done, studied, and apply it appropriately all through our life. It would be great, amazing, if we just die in our sleep with our mental faculties still working. We can do things to help us. That's not a guarantee. We can watch sometimes what we eat. We can watch what we think about. We can watch how we perceive ourselves and all of that. So that is one of those things we have to do for sure. And we need to know that our mental prosperity needs work. We need to clean it. We need to read, we need to study, we need to apply, we need to take chances, we need to learn new things, we need to try new things, a new language, a new word for the day with the meaning, and use it in a sentence speaking to someone. Well, Rosalind, I didn't know you have several names. So anyway, welcome to the Morning Blessings. And that is one of the things we have to remember. So that's mental prosperity. Now we come across physical prosperity. The ability to function in a perfect physical way as we age. How we get off a chair, how we walk up a stairs, how we walk down the stairs. Simple things. How we bend to pick things. What do we bend first? We push our bum back and we bend our knee. That's how we pick things off the floor. That's how we lift something off the floor. We do not go up the stairs dragging the stair rails behind us. That's not how we're supposed to do it. We're supposed to go, bend down and propel with our hands. And it's a lot easier on the knees, on the thighs, everything. We go down holding the rail. We do not walk sideways going down the step. We walk forward. So all of that, we come to the edge of the chair before we get up. We jiggle our bum to the edge of the chair we're sitting in, and then we put pressure on our legs and we come up without holding anything. When we go down, we need to at least know where the armrest is and push our bum back down and touch the back of the chair, and then we're comfortable. Try it. So physical prosperity means what you eat. What have you been eating that has given you discomfort? Yesterday I talked about my different allergies and how they do go away. So whether we care about these 5 pillars or not, guess what? They're in our lives. And to say they do not exist is to ignore them. So one of the things we have to do for sure is to stop in the moment and look at our spiritual prosperity. Tessa is vibing the blues throat chakra. Oh, yes, it is. I know it. Yes, we look at spiritual prosperity. And spiritual prosperity, I said, the pillar of spiritual prosperity is the one we ponder about with fear, judgment, and what others will think of us. That's what I said. I described it out. It is the pillar in which we store fear, judgment, and beliefs. We also look to this pillar for hope. We believe in a power outside of ourselves which will come to our rescue and save us from disaster. We hide our fear of punishment from our God in this pillar. The fear of not pleasing or doing the right things can cripple us and prevent us from taking action to help ourselves. We often use this pillar to judge and condemn others who do not practice the same type of religion or faiths as we do. We think of spiritual prosperity, we need not look at it from a religious place. Spiritual prosperity is more than religion. It is how we treat ourselves and others. Spiritual prosperity is the golden rule, do unto others as you would have done to yourself. Modern translation, treat others exactly as we desire others to treat us. Our beliefs determines how we behave and how we think of others. Those beliefs can lead us to be fearful and extremely judgmental of others. When we allow fear to stop us from taking action or trying new things, we allow fear to control our lives. We are saying to ourselves, you're not good enough to succeed. If you do this, you will fail. If you do this, what will others think? Fear can cripple us if we let it rule our life. What we believe leads us to be more fearful of what we would not be ordinarily scared of doing. We must work on believing in ourselves and what we know and feel is true. So that is the pillar of spiritual prosperity. How to keep that pillar healthy. Speak with grace. Use exquisite and impeccable words when speaking about yourself or others. Embrace acceptance. Accept others for who they are without forming opinions about them. Words are prophecies. Your words shape your reality. What you say is what you get. That is spirituality. You see, I haven't told you that Christianity is it. Judaism is it. Buddhist is it. Sanskrit Hindu is it. Muslim religion is it. It's not a people, it's a religion, is it. No, it's this being you and letting others be themselves. So when you decide and you laugh at somebody because you think they do not have the gifts and talents that you have. Good morning, Amma. How are you feeling today? What you are doing in that moment is saying to God, your creator, because many people who criticize others because they are not like them, they do not have the same gifts and talents like them. These people are criticizing others, and they are saying in the criticism, when God made you, he really messed up. And they're sending that message to God and saying, you were not good enough when you created my sister, my brother, my friend. But when you did me, you were perfect. I am the specimen you wanted out there. Really? That is spirituality? You have the Bible under your hand and a tongue that is vile. Which one is right? You see, that's why the pillar of spirituality has nothing to do with your religion. It has everything to do with the person you are and how you see yourself firstly and then others. And then the big guy. Everybody knows when I say the 5 pillars of prosperity, everybody just looks at me and says, oh yeah, well, financial is the only one I understand. Financial prosperity is it. That's the one I get. I don't understand those others. That's just silly, because if I have all the money in the world, I can do everything about it. Well, a long time ago, there was a man named Aristotle Onassis, a great shipping magnate. His son, what was his son's name again? Anthony? I can't remember his son's name. I know it so well. His son was 24 years old when he died in a plane crash. Aristotle Onassis said, I would give all my money in the world. At that time, he was the richest man on earth, to bring back my son alive. And you are telling me, you think when the Kennedys died, when John died, they couldn't bring him back? So whenever you strive for thinking the only pillar that matters, hello Kimberly, how are you feeling this morning, is the pillar of financial prosperity, I have news for you. We all know of the modern day people who had all the prosperity financially, and then they didn't have emotional strength to go through the journey of life and find those pit holes and walk through them and come out of the other side of that challenge, right? We have Anthony Bourdain, who hung himself in a cupboard in France. We have all these other people that did the same. We have those that cannot find comfort, yet they have so much talent. Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, and the list goes on and on and on. Matthew Perry. People wish to be them. People desire to be them. Yet something was missing. Money is not the answer to all that it is. We know that. We walk through that wonderful life of reading the Bible and we come across Solomon. What did he ask for? Wisdom. So he could rule a people so great. He didn't ask for long life. He didn't ask for money. But because he wanted to do the best in what he saw in the moment in front of him, he got it all. They're still trying to figure out somewhere in the world what his value was or is, whichever. So whether we like those 5 pillars of prosperity or not, they are part of our life. Your emotional prosperity can cause you to lose your job because you are being disciplined, you're not meeting the quotas they have for you, and you tell the supervisor, hey, Robin Williams, that's the one I was looking for, Kate Spade, all of these, Mama Cass, Jimi Hendrix. You could never stop, right? So think about it. You tell the supervisor where to go, or you shrug your shoulder, you suck your teeth, you do something, you said something, she marks it down, he marks it down. The next time they're looking for somebody to get rid of, they pluck you out of it, and you need that income. You have to feed yourself and to feed others. But no. Was your pillar of emotional prosperity working at optimum at that time? No. You chose to react instantly. And it's not only the bad things sometimes we have to choose to do. Sometimes it's a good thing, but we need to pause, for goodness sake, stop and feel where you are. It's important before you just let go with that piece of muscle you have in your mouth called a tongue, and you cannot retract it. You are not a snake. The snake will do that and come back. Yours is not that long. It goes out there and it grabs something and bring it in. Yours takes it and it throws it out at somebody. And they will remember how you made them feel. Look at the damage that is being done all over the world by words spoken from a man. Look at it. Everybody is consumed with it. And do not tell me you're waiting for God to get him. You have to do what you must do and do it right. We cannot allow this energy to affect how we behave. And if we do, we are becoming that man. And we need to stop. It's not even making sense to boo their national anthem. It's not making sense for them to boo ours. What are they doing? What makes sense is how you apply the X that you have. How deeply the X is going to be placed in that box and how perfectly you can do it so it is not ignored and said it's not good. So all this anger at people you don't know is not going to make your emotions better. That's why I'm offering that I'm doing that live today. I'm just talking from a financial point of view. What it is you need to do to weather the storm. How you need to paddle your canoe during these turbulent times we're entering. It looks like I will have to keep doing this all the time. I have to do it often. Because that second I just turned on the TV just to get the weather report. And when I heard that, I went, holy shit, man, there's people that's just going to hang themselves. They're going to give up. They're going to believe. You have to tell us what the live is. When or what? I want to do it today. I don't want to do it immediately after that. I am thinking maybe I can do it at about 1 p.m. And I really would love for you guys to talk about it to others and just come. And if you have something that you can offer, just hope. I don't want to talk about the negative things coming from left and right. We all know that we need each other. You bite your tongue sometimes because you're so close to it. Your teeth and your tongue is so close. You actually literally bite it. Some people cut through their tongue. So we need to do this live today. Today is Wednesday. All the ads for the sales and all the shopping begins. And your attitude going into the store is going to affect you. Walking with anger to go shopping is not going to help you. I have tips that I used when Loretta and I started our journey. We would buy one big watermelon and cut it in half. Because we couldn't afford. Not because it was expensive. It was really cheap, but our salary was so tiny. We would buy a dozen corn because it was cheaper and take 6 each. We would buy 6 meters of fabric and split it in 2 and the man gave it to us at 25 cents a meter less. Same fabric. Makes 2 different outfits and phone each other because the way where we lived, we were taking the same bus to work. Would phone to say, I'm wearing this dress today, don't wear yours because we'll be at the bus stop looking like Siamese twins, right? So we need to understand this, and that is why I'm doing this seminar. Please come and listen and take the little tips that I have. I'm not going to tell you to buy a watermelon with your friend or to buy a dozen corn with your friend. I'm not telling you to do that. But get prepared because there's going to be a lot you can do. So that's my aim for today. I believe in 1 p.m. would be a good time and we can have that conversation. And then some of us were raised knowing angels. It was part of our religion. It's part of every religion. Some new form Christian religion talk about them with arms like, oh yeah, the angel Gabriel, yeah. And they ignore them like they ignore the mother of Christ, Mary, and think she's just a woman. God just used them to, she has no power if she's not to be talked about. And how would you feel if everybody feels the same way about you? But that's not where we're going. We are going to talk about our angels, our guardian angel, your guardian angel. And just to give you something for you to hold on, that is going to be a free seminar for 90 minutes. Maybe in the day, if I have a lot of people, if you want to do the day, you say day. If you want to do night, you do night. And that seminar, we will talk about your angel, how you feel, how you know, how you wait. Sometimes when you give the angel a big task to perform, my angel Joyce, sometimes it takes a while because she's dealing with other angels, other personalities. If I ask her to talk to my supervisor's guardian angel, not to the supervisor, just, you do not have to, the thing about it's so magnificent, you do not have to say what you're looking for. You just have to say, you know what, this load is too heavy. Take it and carry it for me. I can't. That's all you need to do. So you see, that is why it's important. Whether we like it, we didn't talk financial, I said it, but I didn't give it to you. Now, financial prosperity, if I have it in here, I don't know which ones I have first. This one, I have to find, I had spiritual because I had to connect with it. So financial prosperity, guys, here is something about it. We blame the pillar of financial prosperity whenever our finances go differently than we desire them to. In many instances, the pillar of financial prosperity is not the cause, but a symptom of another pillar that needs to be fixed. So when you told the supervisor and you lost your job, when the man shot the man who stole his car and he was in jail. So what is the cause? Emotional prosperity. Emotional prosperity. When you are sick and you cannot work and you have no money, what's the cause? Physical prosperity. But you say it's financial prosperity. And that's why people come to me. They always blame financial prosperity for everything that's going wrong in their lives. Sometimes, do you want to get this one? Sometimes, spiritual prosperity is at fault. No, yes, it is. You know why? Well, money is the root of all evil. People who have money are mean. La 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 la. I did a seminar, a couple of them, at Jane and Finch once. And I said, who here wants to be rich? Who here wants to have money to do everything they want? And this person went like that. Not me, I just want to be comfortable. And I'm looking at her. And I wanted to say, what is the level of money you need to be comfortable? She couldn't go. I said, why do you just want to be, oh, I don't want to have too money. I need to go to heaven. I have to go to heaven. And I said, anybody in the classroom has the GPS directions to heaven? I need it for this lady. She needs to go to heaven. So she doesn't want to be rich. She wants to be comfortable. So please give her the direction so she can get to heaven. Heaven is where you are, though. How you make it, or you see it. There is not that place I do. I need somebody who believes in heaven to give me the directions how to get there. So the fear, people in our family, we're not wealthy, we don't do that, and money, and come on, get over it. So money is not always the cause. Being spiritual, one lady said to me, Tessa-Marie, aren't you afraid you won't get to heaven? Because look at the rich man. The camel went in the eyes into the hole in the needle. And I said, really, did you give that some thought? I said, it's a parable. Push yourself through the eye of a needle. And when you get on the other side, call me. I want to see what you look like. We need, like Nancy sews and I sew, my sister sews, we need to sew something. And sometimes we need to take a candle and wax the tip of the thread so we can get it into that fine needle for that fine stitch we need to do. And you want to tell me a camel did that all by itself? Come on, people, think. And grasp what is in front of you. A fulfilled life. Work on your 5 pillars of prosperity, 1 pillar every day, 5 pillars a day. 1 pillar for 10 minutes, 5 pillars a day. 1 pillar for 4 minutes, 1 pillar at a time. Emotional prosperity. Connecting yourself. Finding the little Kimberly in there and say, hey, what were your dreams, goals, and desire? What it is you wanted to do, tell me. What would you like me to do today? That little person in there is the true you. It's not only rolling the beads, Holy Mary. It's not only that, reading the Bible. Stop and relax for a minute and connect with self and emotionally balance. Drink some water, dream. See good things coming out of everywhere. And then physical. Learn something new for your mind. Physical, stretch for 5 minutes. Mental, read 10 pages from a good book or 3 pages from a book. Learn from somebody who has gone through the journey and now they're telling you what it is like. Hey, if the road I promising you, if the road you're on is rough now and craggy and has potholes, and you stay on it and you follow keeping your 5 pillars of prosperity healthy, it will smooth out. It has to smooth out. Just by you walking, it will smooth it out. Financial is a problem. Just do your best. Stop before you shop. This is what we're going to talk about today. So anyway, this is it. The 5 pillars, whether we like it or not, they are part of our life. Learn to embrace them. Emotional prosperity, mental prosperity, physical prosperity, spiritual prosperity, financial prosperity. Put them together and the woman or the man will be okay. Have a great day, everybody. See you at 1 p.m. today. I will maybe do a sit down, and if you want to join, come. So you can say something. Just keep it about what we're doing to help others. Share it with others. Do not bring the politics into it. We have to wait for the next election to vote. And that's where you can go. But as of now, what can we do to put the person together? Not the world. When the person is together, the world is okay. Have a great day. Let me see which of you are hanging here with me. Kimberly, Loretta, Nancy and Stacy, Betty and Yuko, Marina and Colin, my sister, my nephew, and Rosalind. I didn't get to read all your comments. Do you mind if I do? Let's see where you started. Stacy was so early this morning, and so was Nancy. Okay, I think that's where we're going to start here. This is my favorite book to forget, you think. So happened that I must have been born on another page. I'd been on another page. Ocean is Thought is a book page of Facebook. Okay. Tessa is vibing the blue throat chakra today. Yep, Amma joined. She didn't stay, but hi, Amma. Thanks for coming. You would be proud. I just made myself an egg sandwich, so delicious. I am so glad you can cook. Now you're learning, eh? That's correct. Spirituality is not religion. Thank you, Rosalind. And abundant rising queen from I am amazing, and you. I'm amazing, Kimberly. Good morning, everybody from Kimberly. Robin Williams, Kate Spade, all of these. My chapter is emotional. Robin really got me. He made people laugh, but he was not able to laugh. Yeah, that one. You see what I mean? Emotional prosperity. We should choose to be at balance with the 5 pillars. We have to learn to balance them. And it's every day, eh? It's every day. So we have truth. People can hide a lot in pain in laughing and being funny. It's true, eh? It is. That's so true. Tessa, you have to tell us what time the live is. 1 p.m., 1 p.m. That's what friends do, especially during this time. Thank you for doing this. I love you for all you do and for being a dear friend to me. You are welcome, Stacy. For some people, money is the root of evil. Look at the greed happening now. It is a root that they can turn around, but you know what? We have to let them do their thing. This is correct. Heaven is here in the present. It's being in the present you find heaven. This thing that you're going to... Never mind. Never mind. My grandpa was a tailor. My mom always loved sewing. I do too. I cannot stop doing it. Right back at you. Love you. See you later. I'm setting my alarm. Thank you, Marina. Thank you, everybody. See you guys later. 1 p.m. Let's get this going. Let us help others to succeed in this turbulent time. Have a great day and get ready for this. Thank you, everybody. I love you. I appreciate you. Bye.